Hello!
Hi! Welcome to Farm Talk Friday. This is my lovely husband, Ken Jordan. Ken's fidgeting with our notes that we tape.
Okay.
We're giving you all the secrets.
I got it now. Yes, this
That's
is
the message.
August 19th, 2022. And, honey, we are not in Kansas anymore.
Ha!
I've been waiting all,
Oh, that's
waiting
cute,
all week to
honey.
say that.
Yeah, so big congratulations to my amazing husband who totally leveled up on his birthday and did his first of many, apparently to come, triathlons. So good job, honey.
Yes, it was fun. I didn't know it was going to be so much fun. The training is tough, but the event is a lot of fun, actually. So I really enjoyed it.
It was fun. And I was just there.
I couldn't have done it without Giovanna. And Kansas was nice. Kansas was lovely. First of all, it was so green. When we're flying in, it was all green. And you could see a lot of the green because it's pretty flat. It was actually not as flat as I was expecting because the bike race had a lot of rolling hills. Overall, it's flat though. You know, you look out onto the horizon and it just
There's no
keeps
big
going.
mountains.
Yeah, it just keeps
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
Yeah, but they have lots of like little rivers and creeks, and it was beautiful flying in.
Yeah, and
I'm a window seat gal.
And the people were just amazing and nice and helpful and really great.
Hi, Hope.
So,
We see you. Yeah, Hope was born in Kansas.
No way!
We did not know that. That you were a Texas girl.
Fantastic. So we're back at the Greenway house. There's the chicken tractor
Yeah.
with only 4 hens.
Yeah. So last week we talked about Elaine. So we haven't gone to visit her grave yet, but I'll probably do that this weekend. We've been a little busy, and honestly, the grass might be kind of grown over, mostly like where I told Jason to put her. So anyway, I'll figure that out and get back to you guys on that next week.
That's right. So, what else? It's we came back and it's been really sunny. We're in the heart of the rainy season, but it's been sunny.
Also rainy.
Sunny for a few days. We had some rain, but it's been really nice. We just started today taking it's a free diving course, but really it's like a breathing and breath holding course. Or is it an introduction to free diving?
I know so very little about free diving that it's
Anyway, so far
if he's calling it a free diving class, this is what it is. I don't know.
In class, though, Giovanna is the champion of holding her breath. She's holding it for over 3 minutes today, which was amazing.
Yeah, that surprised me.
All the yoga breathing training has paid off.
Apparently so.
Anyway, so we're going to be doing more of that this weekend. And what do we have from the farm here? It's Cannavale seeds?
Yeah, these are just pretty.
Beans,
and,
Cannavale beans.
So you
Cannavale
can't
beans.
eat these, but they're really beautiful. Come back.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks
No, they
great.
need to see them.
Yeah.
So we like to plant these. Well, I do now anyway, because they make a really beautiful purple flower. So they grow like a vine, and then I don't know, they get like lost in trees, and they're sturdy, and you can make clippings and just stick it in the ground and make a new one. And but they're very, very pretty. And because they're a bean, they add nitrogen back to the soil. So I think it's mostly a general rule, but as with life, there's always exceptions. So I'm sure there is some bean plant on this planet that takes nitrogen.
Probably
And
so.
maybe I need to look into that.
I don't know.
But mostly they add nitrogen. We want that back in the soil to improve the soil. So
What else do we have there?
we have, this is a small, because they can be much bigger, breadfruit, fruta de pan. So we love these. These, we've had it savory before, so when they're a little harder, you can kind of peel the skin off and then air fry it, and it's more like potatoes, but this is already a little squishy, and so it's more dulce, more sweet, and it tastes like banana bread. Ken loves melt butter, and he didn't even want to eat the melt butter with it the other
That's
day.
right.
He said, no, I like it the way it is.
Basically
So,
just baked. We kind of
It's just
roasted
baked,
it, but
yeah.
it was like just baked with nothing on it. Absolutely nothing. It's like
delicious. It's so good.
like banana bread, sort of.
Yeah. So the guy that we got this first tree from, him and his wife have a nursery kind of in the San Jose area, the big city here in Costa Rica. And do you know what they were called? Like Dos Madres or Two Maria, Dos Marias? Anyway, he has some exotic,
Finca dos Madres? No,
yeah, I don't know.
something like that.
Anyway, I'm trying to give him some credit, and I can't remember his name. But it was a long time ago. You know, this is probably like a 5-year project, this tree, or maybe 4 years. But finally, it's producing, and it's super exciting. But he sold us on it because we didn't even know that we wanted breadfruit, and breadfruit was his big thing. He really wanted to popularize it in Costa Rica, especially because it is kind of a big deal already in like Hawaii and apparently like Jamaica. But he's like, it's not a big deal here. He wanted to like make chips of it and flour, and I'm all into it, especially after we went to Hawaii. You know, they call it ulu, I think. Ulu, right?
No, that was the purple camote. That was the purple sweet potato.
Oh shoot, okay. They call it something that might start with a U. And anyway, but yeah, that and ulu, just going to Hawaii just reminded me of things that we could do here as well. And these are just so fantastic. Oh, but I know what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
He sold us on it saying, like he was really passionate that if every Costa Rican family had one of these trees, it could feed a family of 4 for 70 years.
Yes.
That was his thing. We're like, of
Yeah.
course, we'll take it. And what's cool about our tree is that it just decided to make more of itself. So last year, it like, we have all these, what we call hijos, like the children, they just like sprouted up. You know, it hadn't fruited yet, so it didn't come from seed. It just made more of itself. And there was so many of them that I left a few because I feel like if a plant is doing that, it definitely wants its own company, right? Like otherwise, why is it replicating? So I left a few children friends there, but then we planted some, and I've also gotten to the point where I'm just thinking that trees and plants, like they don't want to be all by themselves. Like they do want a friend. So if I am planting them somewhere else, I'm trying to have at least 2 of them, you know, relatively close together, not where they're like cramped and growing into each other, but you know, even if they're, you know, you plant them and they're kind of far away, like this is what nature does, is that it is always like reaching out to touch itself anyway. So they will touch the ones that are planted several feet away from each other. Anyway, I don't know, I think that's all I have. I'm gonna make Graham's bread pudding.
This is
later
what's
on.
exciting to me.
Later on today, hopefully, or tomorrow.
Chocolate bread pudding.
Yeah, from my mom's side of the family.
But
Very
we're going to
exciting.
substitute monk fruit.
Monk fruit
Instead of
instead of
sugar.
sugar. Yes. And we have excellent chocolate here in Costa Rica, so I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I think that you would like this and appreciate it. Using sacred cacao.
So,
What else you got?
that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
Well, on the way over to Greenwave House Studios, I noticed, I think I just, like I knew, I'm like, I bet Ken has the chicken tractor in the shot. And earlier I had Jason clean and move the chicken tractor, because that's the purpose of the chicken tractor, is that it moves at least once a week. And it was looking what Ken would say, that looks homeless. Like, you know, I needed to go out and like fix it. So, but it's a chicken thing. So I felt like I definitely had to wash my hands before I came back into the studio. And I got this really cool idea of, hey, if I'm gonna wash my hands in the outdoor sink, we have this, what do you call those things? The watering cans for a plant that we have right next to the sink. And I'm like, I'm gonna put that down there and then wash my hands, and then I'm gonna have water to give my plant that would have just went down the drain. And fed other plants, because it just goes out to the jungle. But since I do have to feed that plant some water, I thought that was kind of a good way to do it.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I could have just put the plant in the sink, but the thing is that then like the stream of water is harsh, whereas like in a watering can, you can control it. It's more gentle.
All right. I forgot that I'm wearing a T-shirt from the triathlon, swim, bike, run.
Oh yeah.
It was Kill Creek Canyon Triathlon, Kill Creek Lake,
Yeah.
Kill Creek Park, a really small lake. Anyway.
And I did a blessing because it has that name for a reason.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right, everyone have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next Friday on Farm Talk Friday.
Yes. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.